All right. Sorry about that, y'all. What's up, C? I see you in the chat right now. Gonna get ready for the show. Gonna get ready. We're already ready. We are ready for the show. As you can see, I got lights going. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun. All right, all right. Oh, we got somebody else in the chat. What's going on? How you doing? Yeah, just gonna let some more people get in the chat here. Uh, so how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? All right, you feel good? You feeling good? All right, see. Let me see. I gotta change the settings on this thing. On my mic. Yeah, I got company over, so I had to change. Um, I have some settings on my mic to cut out some ambient sounds and stuff like that. So, does everything sound good? Everything looks good? How's it look on? How's everything on y'all's end? Because it looks good for me. All right, everything looks good. Okay, okay. I'm gonna play a little bit of the song real quick. Actually, you know what? Nah, we good. We good. We good. We good. All right. So, welcome to the show. Before we get started, I just want to explain a little bit of what's going on. So I'm going to be doing a live performance of my song that just dropped on streaming today. It's called N.W.A. It's short for Never Wait Again. So that's the title of my newest album, which actually released a week ago, but it's not on streaming altogether yet. You can, if you want to hear the full thing, it's actually on my YouTube channel right now in full, or you can go to bandcamp.com. That's thunderkidd.bandcamp.com. You can purchase a digital download to hear the full album. But just to make it a little fun, just to spice it up, I'm releasing on all the other like regular streaming platforms. I'm just releasing each song 1 week at a time, and then every week that a song drops, I'm going to be doing a live stream and performing that song live for y'all. And then after the live performance, then there's going to be a brief intermission, and I'm going to switch over to doing some painting. So I'm going to loop the song, and then while the song is looping, then I'm going to paint like the vibes that I get from the song. And I'm trying to do like different ways of painting. It's not just going to be me sitting down with a paintbrush and and some paint all the time. Like I got something special this time. It's going to be real fun. I promise. All right. So now that we got all the introductions out the way, I think it's time to start. I think it's kind of crazy to have this. All right.
I can't wait for the answers because by the time I've finished waiting, the world is already moved. 1,000 miles per minute.
Mic
I
check,
can't
1,
wait
2.
for anybody except these two. I can't wait for collabs. I can't wait for people to notice me. Never wait again.
Never
I
wait
just
again.
gotta go.
Yeah.
I just gotta go. It's time to move.
Lockford, Maryland, the first state of the South. It's the Thunderkidd, best in the biz. Watch your mouth, one of Anne Arundel County's finest rhymers, no doubt. If you ain't talking about me, what you talking about? If you're tired and burnt out on drill and trap rhythm, I got a brand new bounce for your algorithmic chameleon repertoire. I take hella styles and miss some THK, a breath of fresh air. Oh, the game is missing it. Explosive like a bazooka. Off the top, go kick and slow like woo-ha. How find my reply? Super duper. Tell me calm down, take a breath. Need a woosah. But I can't, motherfucker, I'm ill. Used to work Mickey D's drive through when the grill still couldn't afford food. Couldn't make me a meal. Now I'm stacking these rhymes, trying to stack me a meal. Yeah.
They say the hardest role you will ever play is yourself.
Took me long enough, late Guma. Took me long enough, late Guma. Took me long enough. Who knew stage lights would make me open up? Open gems, open mics, diamond in the rough. Open your eyes and gaze of greatness. If I was all about the money, you really think that I rap? No, I started GoFundMe scam and leave it at that. Y'all say the rich, but saying rich in these rats. Falling for the okie doke every time shit is whack. Oh, you're so smart. Everybody clap. Your discourse is boring. Circle jerk gap. Talking about none, some ghost in the chat. Real recognize real where the real niggas at. Don't trust nobody. Yelling ATAB. Then the next OC. They the moral police. But you're singing online. Every thread, every tweet. See them outside and never ain't blood on the leaves. Get your head out your ass. Learn to conversate. Stop trying to turn every conversation to debate. Y'all make me nauseous. Honestly, can't stand it. Who cares beside you chewing from when it's a shit sandwich? Can't think for yourself? Use a bot. Always crying online, my thumb is on the block. Chronically online bums, you can smell the brain rot. DIY my own stage so y'all can't kick me off.
Woo! Yeah, that was way better than last week, man. Way better. Way better. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Looks like we got another person in the chat. How y'all feeling? Y'all liking this? Huh? Come on. I want to see some in the chat. Oh, man. All right. So, we're gonna do a brief intermission. Thank you again for coming to the stream. And then when you see me again, we're gonna get this painting stuff started, okay? Cool. Energy jump. Hell yeah, it did. That's right. Yo, thanks for pulling up to the live stream, man. I'm glad you're here. This is way better than last week, right? You did pull up to last week's live stream, right? Where I was premiering my new album that dropped on August 16th last week. Never Wait Again? No? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm not the center of the world, you know, the center of the galaxy, whatever. If you want to watch that, though, you can go to my YouTube channel after the stream is over, and you can watch that, because all my live streams are recorded after I end the stream, and they go up on my channel within about like 10 minutes after I end it. But yeah, so also, if you like that song that I just performed for you, it's called N.W.A, you know, kind of like N.W.A, Straight Outta Compton, like that. So if you want to add it to your playlist, especially like if you run or, you know, you go to the gym, that song is perfect for that. So you can actually add that to your Spotify and Apple Music playlist, whatever streaming service you use, you can add that to your playlist on there right now. You can also add the first track off the album Heroes. That's on streaming too. But if you want to stream the rest of the album, the other 6 songs, you're gonna have to wait. Unless you go to my YouTube channel and you can stream the whole album there. You know, you can also go to my Bandcamp page at thunderkidd.bandcamp.com, and you can digitally download the album after you purchase it. The other way that you can listen to it, if you really, really love the album, like you already listened to it and you played it through probably like 3-4 times, you can hit me up directly by emailing me at thunderkiddmusic@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram for information on how to get yourself a physical copy of the album on this ancient artifact here called a CD. Yeah, that's right. Isn't this performative? Of course it is. I'm an artist. I'm performing. That's what this is. It's a stream, a live stream, a performance, live performance. So of course it's performative. Anyway, so I know what you're thinking. Is bro really making me sit through an ad right now? No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not just doing an ad read. I'm not just doing a bit. I'm distracting you while I set up the next portion of the show. Hey, bro. Yo, I listen. Hold on. Yo, are you ready yet? Are you ready? I don't think you made this bit long enough, bro. We gotta keep this thing rolling. Like, we can't do like we did last week, bro. Like, this is not cool. Listen, I think people are starting to drop off the stream now, bro. If you don't get out here and start painting and talking or something, do a dance, bro. You know I can't dance. And I am not that fast, apparently. So I had, it's like you have this whole idea in your head, and then the idea isn't going the exact way you thought it was going to go. But that's just how it goes. We're learning in real time. Oh, man. We're messing up in real time. And we're experimenting in real time. So that's just the name of the game. All right. I think that's as good as this joint is going to get. I need one more thing, and then I will be right back. Yeah, I got the lab coat on, I gotta put this down on the floor just in case I accidentally break the plastic. I don't want to get paint on the floor, on the carpet, All right. Shout out to the 2 lurkers on the stream. I see you. I see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sticking with me through all the technical difficulties that we're going through right now. One of these days, I'm gonna have this. Y'all see? Okay. One of these days, I'm gonna have this whole thing ready to go, like for real, for real. I feel like I need maybe like 3 days worth of prep time. Just with how like work be going, and just like a whole bunch of other stuff that just life be lifing and getting in the way. And then next thing you know, you looking stupid on a live stream because you're not ready. Okay, Trey, I see you. You said I'm in Elden Ring. How many times you died already, huh? Actually, no. A better question is, which area are you in the game? I never made it past like I stopped playing when it was like the area with those fucking hands, I don't know. I kind of stopped playing video games and stuff often because I like video games that like require a lot of time and effort, like Elden Ring and Monster Hunter and shit like that. But it's like, if I'm doing that, I can't do this, So I'd rather do this. But it sometimes it does suck, because I was going through the PlayStation store earlier and I was like, damn, Battlefield 6 looks so dope. But one, I don't want to pay for the online. And two, it's just like, I'm just gonna hop in there and get sniped automatically. Like, this shit is not gonna be fun. New game +4? Nigga, what? Bro, I'm 100 hours into Elden Ring, and I've only done like 25% of the game. I'll probably be playing. I don't think I'll ever beat that game. Ever. Like, real talk. You play Monster Hunter 2? Okay, what kind of what weapon do you main? I main gun lance. Are y'all hearing me okay? Like, do I have to keep yelling like this, or can I talk can I talk in my normal volume like this and y'all can still hear me? Okay. Charge blade. I was thinking about trying charge blade. All right. So all right. So as you can see, wait, let me make sure. Okay. So as y'all can see, I got these two canvases right here. And my original idea was to put some paint into some squirt guns and then squirt the paint out on it here. But I didn't mix the paint with the water, so I wasn't able to get the paint into the guns. I feel like y'all can't really see. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Wait a minute. Okay, you hear me good? All right, I don't have to keep yelling then. But yeah, I originally was gonna have some squirt guns and just be like, pew, 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 you know, but we can still do that in a way on some Jackson Pollock shit. But instead of the squirt guns, it's just gonna be just me standing over it real quick and doing that thing. So okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Like oh, I kind of like, I be running out of steam like on shit to say. I'm not one of those people. If you could tell, I'm not one of those people who just be talking to talk. It's like I gotta have something that I'm really excited about, and just I can just go on and on and on and on for hours. But I'm really trying to get better at just finding something random to just go on and on about. Because yeah, I don't. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like how do people do that? How do people just get on here and just start? Um, damn. Like I think Monster Hunter was the last game I played. Um, like I said, I was playing Gunlance. I don't remember the I don't remember the last monster I did though. Oh, you do the dual blades too? I thought about the dual blades. All right. So we got some different paint colors here. We got the green, we got the orange, we got purple. And then we got like a bluish teal type of joint. So yeah, let's just, we're gonna turn this song on. Damn. Almost lost the headphones. I wouldn't have been able to hear nothing. Appreciate y'all for showing up. It's nice having an audience this time, for real, for real. All right, let's get down to business. Make sure this isn't too loud.
I can't wait for the answers.
It's good.
Because by the time I've finished waiting, the world has already moved 1,000 miles per minute. I can't wait for anybody that I sent beats to. I can't wait for collabs. I can't wait for people to notice me. Never wait again. I just gotta go. I just gotta go. Time to move.
Live from Maryland, the first state of the South. It's the Thunderkidd that's in the biz. Watch your mouth when I enter run everywhere. Rhymes, no doubt. If you ain't talking about me, what you talking about? If you're tired of burnt out on drill and trap rhythms, I got a brand new bounce for your algorithm, chameleon repertoire. I take hella styles and mix some THK, a breath of fresh air. I'm what the game is missing. Explosive, like up, off the top, bro, kick it slow, like woo-ha. How find my reply, super duper. Tell me calm down, take a breath, need the woo. But I can't, motherfucker, I'm ill. Used to work Mickey D's drive through when the grill still couldn't afford food, couldn't make me a meal. Now I'm cooking piece of rhymes, trying to stack me a meal, yeah.
They say the hardest role you will ever play
Green.
is yourself.
Green is the color, baby. Yeah. Took me long enough, late Guma. Took me long enough, late Guma. Took me long enough. Who knew stage lights would make me open up? Open jams, open mics, diamond in the rough. Open your eyes and gaze on greatness, nigga. What? It's all about the money. Really think that I rap? No, I started go funny, scam and leave it at that. Y'all shade the rich, but staying rich in the rap. Falling for the okie doke every time shit is wet. Oh, you're so smart. Everybody clap. Your discourse is boring. Circle jerk gap. Talking about none, talking ghosts in the chat. Real recognize real where the real niggas at. Don't trust nobody and the ACAB. Then the next post you see, they the more of the police. You sitting online, every thread, every tweet. See them outsiders, never they blood on the beat. Take your head out there, learn to conversate. Stop trying to turn every conversation to debate. Y'all make me nauseous, honestly, can't stand it. Who cares which side you chewing from when it's a shit sandwich? Can't think for yourself? Use a bot. Always crying online, my thumb is on the block. Chronically online bums, you can smell the brain rot. DIY my own stage so y'all can't kick me off.
I feel like
I can't wait for the answers.
I don't even know where my colors are
I've
at right now.
finished waiting. The world is already
I don't
moved
know where the rest of the
1,000 miles
colors are.
per minute. I can't wait for
And
everybody.
you know what?
I
I
can't
feel
wait
like-
for collabs. I can't wait
Let me
for
turn
people
this
to
music down
notice
just a little
me.
bit.
Never wait again. I just gotta go. I just gotta go.
Sometimes it's like you don't need a whole lot, you know? So let me zoom in so y'all can see this for real. Yeah. So I'm thinking this might be, I might have to take a picture of this right here and have this be the whole painting. Because as you can see, I got more paint all over the floor. I got more paint all over the floor than I actually did on the canvases.
It's yourself.
So, oh man.
Took me long enough, late bloomer. Took me long enough, late bloomer. Took me long enough. Who knew stage lights would make me open up?
All on the table, all on my pants.
Open your eyes and gaze on greatness, nigga. What? It's all about the money. Really think that I rap? Nah, I started GoFundMe scam and leave it as that. Y'all say the
Obviously,
rich, but
this
staying
is
rich
not
in these raps. Falling for the okie doke every time shit is wet. Oh, you're so smart. Everybody clap. Your discourse is boring.
Okay.
Circle jerk yap. Talking about none.
This joint just fell over.
Real recognize real where the real niggas
I'm so glad it
at.
fell over the right way.
Nobody and the ACAB, then the next
Because
you see, they the moral
I don't know if
police.
y'all
Virtue signal online.
my
Every
girl's
thread, every tweet, see 'em outside, it's
nail
never they
polish
blood
collection
on
is
them.
over there.
Take your head
And
out your ass.
if I
Learn to
hit that,
conversate. Stop trying to
it
turn
would've
every
my ass. Y'all
conversation
wouldn't
to
see me
debate.
next
Y'all
week
make
or
me nauseous,
forever,
honestly,
honestly.
can't stand it. Who cares
Would've
beside
been
you chewing
curious.
from when it's a shit sandwich? Can't think for yourself? Use a bot. Always
I'm
crying
crying
online,
my
thumbs
thumbs
on
on
the
it.
block. Chronically online bums, you can
smell
smell
it.
the brain rot. DIY my own stage, so y'all can't kick me off.
I can't wait for the answers because by the time I've finished waiting, the world is already moved 1,000 miles per minute. I can't wait for anybody that I sent beats to. I can't wait for collabs. I can't wait for people to notice me. Never wait again. I just gotta go. I just gotta go. Time to move.
Live from Maryland, the first state of the South. It's the Thunderkidd, best in the biz. Watch your mouth when I end a run of counts. Find his rhyme is no doubt. If you ain't talking about me, what you talking about? If you're tired and burnt
I didn't-
out,
obviously,
drill
I
and
didn't
trap
think this
rhythms,
through.
I
thought I was more prepared. Not as prepared as I thought I was. I'm more prepared than last week. You gotta give me that. But yo, this is craziness. This is absolute insanity right now. Just cables everywhere, wires everywhere.
They say the hardest role
You
you
said
will
the orange
ever
is
play
in a TV
is
shape?
yourself.
Hold on. Let me turn this around.
Took me long enough, late bloomer. Took me long enough, late bloomer. Took me long enough. Who knew stage lights would make me open up? Open
You
jams,
said you
open
see
my
a
side,
TV
men
shape in
the
there?
rough. Open your eyes and gaze on greatness, nigga. What? It's all about
I don't
the
know
money.
what I
Really
see.
think that I rap? Nah, I started GoFundMe scam and leave it as that. Y'all
terrible.
say the rich, but staying rich in these raps. Falling for the okie doke every time shit is wet. Oh, you're so smart.
Okay, there we go. Now I can see.
Circle jerk yap. Talking about none, some ghosts in the chat. Real recognize real where the real niggas at. Don't
All right.
trust nobody and the ACAB. Then the next post you see, they the moral police. Virtue signal online. Every thread, every tweet, see them outside. It's never they blood on them. You take your head out your ass. Learn to conversate. Stop trying to turn every conversation to debate. Y'all make me nauseous, honestly, can't stand it. Who cares beside you chewing from when it's a shit sandwich? Can't think for yourself?
Use a bot.
Always crying online,
My thumb is on the block.
Chronically online bums, you can smell the brain rot. DIY my own stage, so y'all can't kick me off.
All right. I think we've heard that enough, to be honest. Yeah. So when just a little bit of background about that song. When I first started that song, it was something completely different. It had the same, I wouldn't say completely different. The vibe wasn't the same. So what I originally did, let me see if I could. I'm gonna mute the mic for this. Actually, no. You know what? Nope. No dead air. No dead air this time. All right. So we either got it or we don't got it. I'm gonna try and put this camera up so it'll stay. But basically, when I did this song the first time, the first version of this, the beat was different. It was slower, and to be completely honest, it was boring. It was so boring. So I was just like, I need to change this whole thing, you know? So um so I went back. I love how the camera just said shwoop. So I just went back to the drawing board on it, and I just said fuck it and went through and changed everything. Like I scrapped the whole beat, and then um, I chopped up the samples different, and then just like just like how I paint, just like this, I have my here. Let me show you what I make beats on actually. So when I make beats, I use this. Oh, I didn't even think that I'm upside down because I see myself as right side up. But yeah, this is a Machine Micro 2.0. And with this, if you don't know anything about these, the pads actually light up. So I actually go ahead and I'll assign a color to each pad. And it helps me remember which sample is which. And so I just kind of mess around on it and mix the colors together until I get something that looks cool or looks cool. I be seeing this. I don't know. I have like a thing where I can almost kind of see the colors of the sound in my head. So when I say looks cool, I mean sounds cool. So when I get something that sounds cool, then I know we're good. Um, I got paint. I got paint all over my pants. See, I'm glad I bought this thing. Let me see if I can get my chair over here so I can sit down. And then see if I can reach the tripod without knocking anything else over. Ah, man, this is crazy. I love, as chaotic as this is, I kind of love it. Like being completely honest with y'all, I love it. Because one thing that I told myself when I started doing music, like for more than just for fun, was I'm gonna do everything that I have an idea to do in some sort of way so that when I die, like when I'm on my way out of here, I don't have to sit there and think of what if I had done that thing, you know? I'll just be like, yeah, I tried. And and I tried to the fullest, like for real. So that's kind of where some of the ideas of the album come from. It's definitely where the title comes from, Never Wait Again, because it's easy to stay in your comfort zone. Let me turn the reverb off. The reverb sounds crazy when I'm not performing. Um, so when ah my gosh, okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. So it's easy to stay in your comfort zone, but the thing about staying in your comfort zone is that you'll never experience any new stuff. It'll just be the same thing every day. Almost like that SpongeBob meme of the dude like being in traffic, or he wakes up, he brushes teeth, he sits in traffic, he sits at his desk, then he gets back in his car, then he's in his bed, and then he wakes up, and so on and so forth. Just some real Groundhog Day type shit, you know? So if you just sit around waiting for your moment to come, it never does. So that's kind of where I got the idea of, the whole never wait again. And then, anyway, I got on a crazy tangent here. So when it comes to this song, I had a beat, and the beat was like real slow, and it was just a standard, like you let the 4-bar loop play. But then after a while, I was just like, nah, I need to like make it more energetic, more my style. So I went ahead and I kind of, if you know anything about like the type of producers that I study basically mostly like Pharrell plus the Neptunes, but more just Pharrell. And then I also studied Timberland for a long time before the whole Suno AI generated bullshit. I'm talking like Timberland's beats, like just the way the pockets and the sound selection. I got mad inspired by that. And then of course Kanye West. Like pretty much everything up until Donda 1, amazing. But yeah, so I just sat down with my palette of sounds, and I was just, trying to tap it out, trying to bring the beat out, and eventually I got those two different beats. So I can actually play those so y'all can hear what I'm talking about. So I had the two different sections, right? So I had this section right here. Hold on, let me mute that.
I can't wait for the answers, because by the time I finish waiting, the world is already moved 1,000 miles. I can't wait
right
for the
here in the
answers,
beginning,
because by the time
this
I
is just
finish
the
waiting,
raw
the
sample
world
by
is
itself,
already
right?
moved 1,000 miles per minute.
Unedited,
I can't wait for anybody that I sent
and
beats to. I can't wait for
like
collabs.
nothing
I can't
added
wait
to
for
it.
people to notice me. Never wait again. I just gotta go.
And that took me so long to get.
Time to move.
And I loved it because it had that build up. And one thing that I love to do is like having, okay. So guitars, one thing about this first half of the song. One thing that I love is when I take a guitar sample and I just make a new riff out of everything, right? And I always want it to be like kind of mind bending, like, what the fuck is that? you know? So I just sat there and I was just like ding 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 ding, and I got a groove together, and then just added some little flourishes and everything. And then after I have that main sample down, then I move to the drums. Sometimes I'll start with the drums, but for this one, I started with the sample first, mainly the guitar sample. And then also what I did, I should have brought my tissues in here because I'm feeling hella phlegmy. Um, man. So, excuse me. So, if you listen closely, you'll hear guitars and then there's like some strings in the background too. So with that, I sometimes I try to purchase the stems, or not try. Okay, let me back up. So I purchased the stems and I purchased the full composition. So anybody that has ever made beats or bought a sample pack, you know that when you buy sample packs, you can buy everything where it's just like the full song, all the songs, nothing's isolated, or you can buy the stems, which is like every instrument isolated. So the drums, the strings, the vocals, the guitar. I tried doing everything with the stems first, and it didn't work. So I went and I chopped up everything together. So I'm really doing two things at once. I'm trying to make a new riff with the guitar, right? But then I'm also listening to the stuff in the background. So I'm going to play this again so y'all can hear what I'm talking about. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, and then this part.
They say the hardest role you will ever play
This part is
is
so hard.
yourself.
So if I want to know, actually, I'm going to ask y'all. So do y'all recognize that voice? I'm going to play it one more time. Do y'all recognize that voice? I want to know if anybody knows who that is. Dang, I got to zoom in so I can see the area.
Ever play is yourself. They say the hardest role you will ever play is yourself.
So y'all that are watching right now, do y'all know who that is? I want to see if anybody here pays attention to wrestling at all, because I'm actually new to paying attention to wrestling. So okay, so Trey doesn't know, but let's see. So the hint is there. It's a wrestler. She's actually she's really popular right now. I know the quote, but can't remember. All right, so that quote right there is from a wrestler, a female wrestler. Her name is Toni Storm. She's currently in the AEW league. I can't remember what AEW stands for. I think it has something to do with Australia. So no, not Rhea Ripley. No. So Tony Storm, I don't even know how I discovered it. I think I discovered her just flipping through Instagram Reels, and there was one thing where it just kind of popped up. Because it's like when somebody shares a reel with you and you watch it like once or twice, then your algorithm thinks, oh, he really likes this. They really like this. So I think it was my brother-in-law sent me some like female wrestling thing, cuz but it was like from another country like Mexico or some shit, which bruh, the like luchadora shit, like they be going crazy. So of course my algorithm is just like, oh, so this guy likes female wrestling. And then one day I just came across this clip, and with wrestling, the thing I didn't understand about it until I became an adult is that wrestling really is just theater for dudes that drink beer. Like, you know, it's straight up just theater. It's goofy, it's over the top, and it's just theater. So I saw one of Tony Storm's promos, and she was just going in on these other female wrestlers, like calling them all sorts of names and saying crazy shit. And I'm just like, who is this? I need to know who this is. Let me see. I might be able to find her real quick. But so I kind of went down a rabbit hole of Tony Storm, and her current character right now is Timeless Tony Storm. So uh, she is a white blonde haired woman, and she has a face that kind of looks like she could have stepped out of the 1920s, right? Some flapper era type stuff, like old Hollywood. So she did this rebrand to where she's Timeless Tony Storm, and I really can't, like, I can't, I can show you better than I can tell you. She's over the top. She's larger than life. And that quote uh, is just, it just really stuck with me. I think this is. Okay. I think I found it. I think I found this joint. Okay, so let's just gotta share the screen, Chrome tab. Okay, yes. Bro, let me share it. Okay, it's not. Let me share. Maybe it has to play first. Okay, so it doesn't work with shorts. Come on. Come on. Sorry about any background noise. My my sister-in-law is over right now. So it's not letting me. This is crazy. Why aren't you letting me share the screen, bro? All right, hold on. I think I think we're about to make it work. Why can I not hear anything, bro? This is crazy. Ah, shit. Wait, okay. Yeah, before remove. Okay.
So now you can shut up.
Hello? This joint is not working.
Guys, let's go back to
So,
Well, then
anyway,
Tony, you have officially
so
secured a
if you
spot
can
at All
see
In London in the
right
women's
here,
four-way
this
for the
is Tony
N.W.A.
Storm,
Women's Championship.
right?
But last week we saw
So
you a little
she has a
out of
certain way of
sorts.
talking and a certain way of
Listen, Toots, I don't know
just
who you are.
being
But you know,
theatrical and
demand
over
a
the
little
top
respect.
that is really
Yes, I have
entertaining.
been a little out of sorts.
And
I'm very depressed,
she went on
actually,
this
since
whole
losing my
story
title.
arc. It was like,
It's been
uh,
horrible.
you know,
But
she
today,
came
I'm
back
feeling a
from
bit
not
better.
from not being the
Because not
champ.
only have I got my rematch
She
at Wembley
lost actually.
Stadium
Okay,
for my
so
girl
she takes a
Saraya,
loss.
but also going to be in
It
the
messes
match,
her up
which
mentally
means no funny business.
so much
That
that
means I'm
it's
finally
almost like she
excited
has
to
a
commit. Because these other
psychotic
girls,
break or some shit where
whether it's Bunny or Britt
she
in the
starts
match,
disassociating and
these
makes a
girls
new
are trouble, and
personality.
everybody
So
knows
her
that.
new
They are not to be
personality
trusted. They are
is
backstabbing,
Timeless Tony Storm,
insolent,
right?
toxic
She has a
little girls, and
complete
I don't stand for
180
it.
from who
Oh,
she originally
Hikaru
was.
Shida has
Because
also got a
Tony
secured spot
Storm
in the match,
dresses
and
in
she won't lose her
in
title.
leather and like studded
Sorry,
gloves and a backwards hat,
are you
and she's
enjoying
like
this?
80s
Are you,
glam
are you, are
rock
you
and
having
roll,
fun
like
here,
hair metal
bringing this
type
up to
shit.
me in my
But
vulnerable
then
state? Why would you say that?
Timeless
I'm
Tony
just trying to catch
Storm
up.
is this,
Okay, I'm going to be
you
getting
know,
security
she's in
where you will be teaming with Saraya against
robes
Dr. Britt Baker and the
and
current
silk
AEW Women's Champion,
lace
Hikaru
stuff,
Shida.
you know,
Listen, I don't know who you are, but
crazy
the
look.
last girl that interviewed
So
me was very, very rude.
uh so when you okay, you out of here. Um so yeah, basically uh I just thought this this adds to the theatricality and everything of the song. So I had to have that clip in there. And there's actually another clip on the last song. It's from the same video or whatever. But yeah. So I just love being able to put my whatever I'm like hyper focusing on at the time of making a song. I love being able to inject that into the song. So so I kind of made that middle section of the song as like a kind of like a an intro song, you know, like how John Cena has the and it's John Cena like that type of shit. So I was like, let me put that in there too, um, like that feeling. So I had that shit going, and then the second half of the beat was just another loop that I had and kept adding to, and I remember not knowing what to do with that second half, but then I got online, right? And this is after I realized that, just like a lot of people, I'm addicted to my phone, I'm addicted to social media, all that stuff. But one thing that really pisses me off is when people get online and they either rage bait because they know they
can't get attention any other way, or they'll make up scenarios or play like their whole life is a tragedy. Like there's never anything to be excited about, never anything to be happy about. Everything's a battle, everything's a fight, everything's a somebody disrespected me, blah 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 blah. It's like that's where uh, that last four bars comes from. You can't think for yourself. Use a bot. Always crying online, my thumb is on the block. Chronically online bums, you can smell the brain rot. DIY my own stage so y'all can't kick me off. You know, it's just that whole verse was just inspired from me getting on Threads
for like 10 minutes and just seeing nothing but people complaining and moaning and bitching about the same tired stuff all the time. If you're an artist on Threads, especially if you're a musician, you already know what I'm talking about. You know, the Spotify bad, streaming never pays us enough. Oh, my friends and family they don't support me, they don't show up to my stuff, they don't buy anything from me, they don't stream my music, my life is so terrible, blah 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 blah, same stuff over and over again. I call that the artist circle jerk, the online artist circle jerk, is because it's just never ending. And then you always get people, that other artists that come into there, sometimes people will be like, I think you're over exaggerating, nobody's owes you attention, like, voice of reason. But then a lot of it is just people like, yeah, Spotify does suck, go to my Bandcamp, bruh. And it's like you get pity and attention from other people that aren't really doing anything to fix the problem or to find some sort of solution. I'm not saying that I have all the answers. I even said that in the beginning, like, I can't wait for the answers. I don't have time to wait. I can't wait. I can never wait again, you know? But yeah, so that's just kind of where that song comes from. So it's a mix of just, let me get on here, let me talk my shit, and then I get a little preachy on the beat switch. But yeah, so not sure who else is still in the chat, but do you have any questions, anything you want to know about the song, about anything on the album, Let me just Man, I gotta have background music for stuff like this. Excuse me. Yo, person in the chat. Trey, is that you? Still in chat? Trey, is that you? Oh. All right, well. Oh, shit. Okay, so, no, I was saying, I appreciate you fucking with it. What I was saying is, was there anything that you wanted to know about this song that I didn't already talk about? I gotta remember that there's a delay on here. I be thinking it's like we're on FaceTime or something. I gotta remember there's a delay on this joint. Let me go ahead and take a picture of this plastic right now before the paint dry, or before I smear the paint anymore. Shit, you said, all right. That's good to hear. Yo said, you honestly do great at answering questions before I can ask them. Hey, that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get better at being a host for these shows, trying to be better as a performer. I feel like I nailed the performance this time. That's one thing. So I don't know about this until I actually watch it back. Was there a delay on my vocals when I was performing the song? Because when I last week when I did Heroes, I felt like there was a slight delay, and it just made everything sound off. You couldn't tell. Okay, shit. I'm good then. That's all I'm glad about. I know like sometimes on the replay it can be a little off, but I was also really nervous because I had a lot of things go wrong before the stream started. So I was like super nervous. I couldn't focus. I forgot some of the words, and I'm pretty sure I even started late. Like I started rapping a song late, so I was like, whole timing was off. But I've been I've been practicing all the songs on my way to work and on my way back home from work. I have my CD already loaded in the car, and yeah, I just go because I'm like, look, I don't have much time to practice, so I'm gonna get my practice in while I'm driving. Let me just take another picture of this. Overall, I think this shit. Okay, I don't know when you came. I don't remember what part of the stream you came in. But on a scale of like 5-star rating, 1 star being the worst, 5-star being the best, what would you say this stream was today? Obviously, be honest. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Personally, I would rate this like maybe maybe a 3. Okay, a solid 4. All right, so that makes me feel a lot better because I was gonna say a 3 because um I didn't have the flow of everything yet, and I wanted to make sure there was no dead air, but like with that little intermission thing that I did, um, what was I was just trying to make sure I had enough time to set everything back up from a different angle. So, but yeah, I think that this went really well. This is like a whole different world of uh, uh, of greatness, whole different world of quality compared to the first stream. So, but I'm glad we got this going. And next week, you know what? Actually, since you're the only one in the chat right now, Trey, um, which song do you want to hear on streaming next? Because I'm putting them out one by one every week, right? So far we have Heroes, which is track 1, and then we have N.W.A, which is track 2. So, which track should I put out on streaming next? Meaning like which song should I perform next week? Yo, we got another person in the chat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. kind of came in like near the end, but I guess let me turn the camera around so you can see what we did today. So there's 2 canvases there. I got more paint on the floor than I did on the canvases, as you can see. So we were just talking about the background info on the song that I performed earlier. I performed track 2, N.W.A, off the album Never Wait Again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I dropped an album on the 16th, and you said keep it real should do the next one. Shit, you know what? You're right. You're exactly right. We'll just keep it with the album order. Keep it with the album order. Song number 3. I think that's what we're just gonna do from now on. I was trying to have something where it's, you know, like audience participation, because, you know, I have my favorite songs on the album, but what my favorites are might not be what y'all's favorites are. So, you know, but it's like where I'm at right now in terms of like my audience and everything. So the spell check be acting stupid. Where I'm at with my audience, it's like it's a lot of people lurking, but not many people talking back when I ask questions. So I just think we'll stick with the album order and just do it like that, you know. I want to be able to read the chat at the same time. Maneuver around all this paint. Get this stand over here. All right. But if I move that, I'm not going to be able to see. So D&D was a great follow-up to N.W.A for real, with the energy and kind of like the whole story is told. You know what? You motherfucking right. I think I did a really, you know what? I don't do enough of bigging myself up when I should. So I'm just going to take a moment to do that right now. I did a really good job at sequencing this album. I don't know if people appreciate stuff like that nowadays. I feel like if you listen to full albums, you do, but like the sequence that an album flows in, like the songs flowing, is it's so important, especially if you're making a song or you're making an album based on stories from your real life, you know? So like I mean, I already talked about it with my last YouTube video that I put up like 2 days ago. But with this album, it's like the energy just feels different because it feels like a lot of things are aligning right now. And being able to sequence the songs in a way where they tell a story, even without me sitting here and explaining in detail every single thing, like that's some major shit, man. Like I can't even tell you. So you know what? I might as well play it. I might as well play that song so y'all can hear what's gonna come up next week. Next week, live at 2 p.m. And Um, I almost started on time this week. That's another thing. Setting up this live stream shit, it's not easy, man. Like everybody just acts like, oh, I mean, it might be easy if you're on something like, TikTok or Instagram. You just put your phone up and just start yapping or whatever. But if you're trying to do a show like this, man, it's different. It is really different. So big ups to me for being able to get some semblance of a real show together for y'all. Cause man, this stuff is not easy, bruh. But yeah, so next week we're gonna have D&D. And obviously that means like D&D, like not Dungeons and Dragons. D&D is in Do Not Disturb. So with this song, it's kind of just like the to keep it simple, it's the turn your phone off, turn your internet off song. You might relate to it if you found yourself scrolling through TikTok or IG when you should have been doing something important. If you feel like your phone is attached to your hand, you might relate to this song. I'm gonna just go ahead and play it for y'all real quick.
I don't know what your life is right now, bro. Yo, log off, nigga.
My vision, blurry, TV steady. Scrolling, keep scrolling, go ahead, tap it. Got me frozen, got me trapped in. Can't put it down, I'm an addict. Social media, it's a habit. Get my numbers up, gotta track it. Algorithm black, trying to hack it. Trying to pop shit, get it cracking. Leave me down. Turn off my Wi-Fi, turn off my phone, hey. Leave me down. Do not start. I'm airplane mode, hey. Leave me down. Turn off my Wi-Fi, turn off my phone, hey. Leave me down. Do not start. I'm airplane mode, hey. YouTube every day since about 2010. Parasocial, I know creators better than I know my friends. I don't know anymore what's for real and what's pretend. You are real, I don't know. How do I balance when they plan? Who cares anyway? What doesn't matter in the end? I think I went too far, but my brain's too broken to mend. Yeah, who cares anyway? What doesn't matter in the end? Can I ever cut the strings when I make a difference? Can't do this anymore, need something new. Strangers staring in my mirror, who are you? I'm so confused, what do I do? I can't do this anymore, need something new. Strangers staring in my mirror, who are you? I'm so confused, what do I do? Can't stay here anymore, I need to move. Leave me down. Turn off my Wi-Fi, turn off my phone, hey. Leave me down. Do not start. I'm airplane mode, hey. Leave me down. Turn off my Wi-Fi, turn off my phone, hey. Leave me down. Do not start. I'm airplane mode, hey. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off.
So yeah, so that's gonna be a fun song to do, and I just gotta make sure I can get the auto tune to work in real time, which shouldn't be a problem. But I want to say there were some effects and stuff that were in there that I'm not sure, you know, not sure if the CPU is going to be able to hold up. Yeah, that shit is going to be fun to perform in. So, yeah, let me just recap. I'm not sure who else is in the chat, but I'm just going to recap what's, my whole deal, what's going on. So basically, every week for the next 6 weeks now, because this is week number 2. This is performance 2 of 8. So for the next 6 weeks, I will be coming on here on my YouTube channel, on my live, and I'm going to perform one of the songs from my album. That song will be up on streaming, because right now, the only way that you can listen to the full album, you can't listen to it on Spotify, you can't listen to it on Apple Music yet. Only way you can listen to the full album is if you go to my YouTube channel and stream the whole thing for free. You go to thunderkidd.bandcamp.com, purchase a digital download of the album, or if you purchase a CD version of the album. So we got full-on CDs right here for $10. So when it comes to the CDs, if you want to purchase that, it's basically just through Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, whatever. You can email me, thunderkidmusic@gmail.com. I'm gonna put that in the chat real quick. So yeah, I wanted to put the focus less on streaming platforms, and I wanted to put more focus on the whole experience. So actually being able to touch the music, and then experience the music in a live way like this. And right now, I'm not really able to go to as many live shows as I want to. So this is my way of being able to perform and just share the album in a more tangible way, I guess. So yeah, so and in addition to performing the songs live, then there's a brief intermission. I reposition the cameras and everything, and then I do basically like a performance art, like live painting session, while we loop the song a little bit. So from the first week, we have these 2 paintings right here. This one is my favorite, for real, for real. And originally, I was only going to do 1 painting for each show, but I'm like, fuck it, let's do 2. So there's this one, and then my painting skills aren't the best, but I had that joint. And this one is crazy because there was so much paint in this little canvas board thing that it actually warped it. So it doesn't even lay flat. But then I'm going to go ahead and scan these into my computer. And I'm going to have prints of these available for sale as well. So if you want another version of the album, but from a visual standpoint, I have prints of the art that we created, or that I created while performing the album. So today, I already showed you what today's was looking like, but just so y'all can see again. I'm not going to move them because the paint is still wet and I want the paint to stay exactly how it is right now. I need to get some glossy acrylic paint because right now I think I have satin and then I have matte, and it looks kind of ashy after everything is dried. But yeah, so it's just another way to have something else cool to add to the experience. But yeah, so I'll be doing that every week on my live streams here on YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course, after the painting, then I kind of break down like behind the scenes stuff about the songs. So I think I said everything that I wanted to say. I got everything out that I wanted to do. Did some good work here today. Got some great art made. Had a great performance. Thank you again for showing up to the stream. Thank you for participating. Thank you for giving me your time and your attention. I really appreciate you. I hope that I gave you something that you're going to want to come back to. And if so, I'll see you next week. I believe that's Saturday the 30th. Do I have a calendar? Where's my phone? Bruh, I'm telling you, the next one, since I'm learning as I'm doing these, the next one's gonna be dope. So yes, the next week is gonna be August 30th, 2 p.m. on this YouTube channel right here. I might have the stream go to IG Live too. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'll be back next week with a new song on streaming. Also, just a reminder, the song that I performed earlier, N.W.A, as well as track 1, Heroes, those are on streaming right now. So you can stream 2 songs from the album right now on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. Tidal, if you use Tidal. Those are out and those are ready for you to use. I would suggest that, honestly, if you have a playlist that you use while you work out, especially if you run on the treadmill, my music is perfect for that. I'm sorry to sound kind of salesy, but I just wanted to put that suggestion out there. But yeah, before I start rambling and have y'all held up like somebody's auntie in church, I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you again for coming to the stream. Thank you for checking me out, giving me a shot, and I hope to see you next week, August 30th at 2 p.m.